Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 17. It's titled Gatlinburg Getaway. Alright, they're still on their retreat. First up, it's Kirsten and Shaquille, and Nicole and Chris. They go to take some old-time photos. Shaquille and Chris are getting dressed, and they're talking. And Shaquille says to Chris that Chris and Nicole is an inspiration to the other couples, but nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. In the meantime, Nicole is talking to Kirsten, and she is talking about her main concern, which is finding an apartment that will take all 3 dogs. My solution is not to rent an apartment. Instead, rent a house. That way no one will object to how many pets you have. But Chris had already told Nicole from the jump that they both should renew their leases on their own apartment because he did not want to live with her after decision day. So I guess he changed his mind. I don't know. Shaquille is telling Chris that him and Kirsten are not on the same page. Kirsten is telling Nicole that they don't know if they're going to stay married. I think they should split up. They're both too needy. They're both too needy to be with each other. And Kirsten, she must not work. Shaquille said that she wants to stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning talking. But he said he needs to go to bed and get some sleep because he has to get up in the morning. So what, doesn't she have to get up in the morning also? She doesn't work? I mean, I don't know about Kirsten. She says she's a realtor, but I don't see her realting. That's not a word, I just made it up. I don't see her going to work and selling houses and doing nothing. Anywho, so they all get dressed, and the guys look like outlaws. And the ladies, they look like prostitutes. The way prostitutes looked back in those days, in the Western days. They look like the girls did on that movie, Little Whorehouse of Texas. That's what they look like. Anyway, they took pictures, and I'm not saying I like the pictures or anything, because there's nothing great about the pictures. Next, all the couples go do a lumberjack. They go to this lumberjack place. And so at this place, they have axe throwing, they have log chopping, log climbing, log sawing, log walking. Everything there is to do with a log, they have it at this place. But that wouldn't be for me. I don't particularly like logs, so there's no reason for me to go anywhere near that place. And it looks dangerous. They all tried log walking, and they were all horrible at it. Chris did the log climbing, and he quit. He didn't complete it. I guess it was just too tough for him. Nicole did it, but it wasn't a pretty picture. It wasn't a pretty sight watching her climb up that log. Shaquille did a good job. He climbed the log well. Kirsten quit. She quit just like Chris did. I guess she couldn't get that big old butt up that log. And Jasmine did it, and she decided she wanted to show off and go all the way up to the top. You had to go to this blue line. She went to the blue line, but she wanted to go all the way up to the top showing off, and she slipped. Gina did it, but they didn't show us that if she went to the top or not. We don't know if she went to the blue line or not. We don't know. But she did it. Clint was the only one that didn't do it, and he should have been the one to do it because he does look like a lumberjack. But I think he didn't do it because he was too drunk from the night before. He wasn't feeling well. So after the log climbing, they all sit down to talk, and Jasmine she wished Eris was there so he could have seen her climb up the log. She thought that would have turned him on because she claimed her butt was looking good in the harness. I don't think so, Jasmine. I think Harris wants a very feminine girl that's not taller than him. That's what I think Harris wants. Look at my hair. This wig sheds all over me. It's all over me. All over the place. Anyway. So it's actually Clint, Gina, and Jasmine, and Shaquille sitting down talking. And Shaquille is still talking about Kirsten not coming on his trip with him. And Nicole is talking about plans that her and Chris has for after decision day. She's still talking about all that. Chris and Gina and Kirsten they're in another group and they're talking, and Chris is telling them how laid back he is and how him and Nicole talks about the same things over and over again. He's talking about that she's talking about what's gonna happen after decision day in the apartment. That's what he's talking about. And Gina talked about how drunk Clint was the night before. Kirsten had said before that she has to get to know Shaquille better in order to feel more comfortable going on trips with him, because they had brought that crap up again, the trip again. And these couple, they talk about the same crap over and over and over and over and over again. It's so daunting. Next, Kirsten and Shaquille, they go back to the house. And they're on the balcony talking about what was said at the lumberjack place. And Shaquille told her that in his group, he told them that they were working on being on the same page. And Kirsten told Shaquille that she doesn't feel like she can express herself to him, and they need to have deeper conversations before decision day. Shaquille told her that they are talking and they are getting to know each other. But I'm on his side. What deeper conversation does she want? I mean, if they see each other every day, if there's something she wants to tell him, then she needs to tell him. If something she wants to ask him, then she needs to ask him. What deeper conversation does she need? Kirsten is looking for a reason to say no on decision day. That's what it is. To me, that's what she's doing. In her confessional, she basically said that she will say no on decision day if Shaquille does not give her the attention she needs. Now first she said she needs deeper conversation. Now she's saying she needs attention. She's just pulling excuses out of her butt why she wants to say no on decision day. I think Kirsten is just full of shit. I don't think she wants Shaquille as a husband. And I think she thinks she deserves better than Shaquille. And who knows, maybe she does deserve better than Shaquille. But you keep coming up with these freaking lame excuses. He won't give me enough attention, and we need to have a deeper conversation. Those are some lame excuses. Come on, Kirsten. You don't want Shaquille, just say it. He's not the type of person I want as a husband. She said he's not like her father. He's not going to provide for her like her father provided for his family. She don't like that. She wants somebody who's going to provide for her. She wants to stay at home and have babies and have her husband provide for her. And he's not going to do that. He's still in school and he has student loans. He can't provide for her. Anyway, next, Clint and Gina. So they are on the balcony talking, and Gina tells Clint that one of her employees quit through text. And Gina said she was stern with the girl. So Gina starts to get emotional. Because an employee quit? What? Who cares? Get another employee. So what Gina needs to do is she needs to learn not to cross that line between employee and boss. You know? They can be either your friend or your employee. They can't be both. She need not to, don't cross that line, Gina. And she's also upset because she taught this employee how to do hair. That doesn't mean that she has to stay with you forever. She don't have to stay with you forever because you taught her how to do hair. Is that what you expect? For her to just stay with you for the rest of her days? No, Gina. Grow up. That girl can leave and come and go whenever she pleases. Like, she's free. This is a free country. She can leave her employment whenever she feels like. She can quit whenever she feels like. Just like you can quit. You can fire her whenever you feel like firing her. She can quit whenever the hell she want to quit. What the hell? Anyway, Clint is talking to her, and he makes her feel better. He's comforting her with some comforting words. And Gina said in her confessional that because Clint listened to her and was very comforting to her, it's a possibility that the marriage could build into something. That's some bull, Gina. Gina is full of shit, too. Because the last episode, she said that they were friends. She put him in the friend zone, and she's not here to marry her friend. Now, all of a sudden, because he said some comforting words to her, she thinks she can build the marriage. Girl, bye. Next is Chris and Nicole. Chris and Nicole goes to play putt-putt or miniature golf. And Nicole was horrible at it. And that's something I would probably try once and never try again. It seems dull and frustrating. That's not something I would want to do. But Nicole she's a bad loser. She bitched the entire time. And I felt for Chris because I can't deal with somebody like that. To me, a sore loser is a dummy because someone has to lose. Everybody can't win. And then she called miniature golf a child's game. That's not a child's game. Well, I guess she's not smarter than a 5th grader. This is a child's game, then you're not smarter than a fifth grader, Nicole. I couldn't deal with that shit. Next, Jasmine and Aries. Aries comes back to the retreat. He said he missed Jasmine. They go out on the balcony and they play a huge Connect Four. Jasmine brags to Aries that they all climbed a log and she was the only one that made it the furthest up the log. And Jasmine thanked Aries for the kind words he said to her the previous day. Aries told her that he missed her and the dog, and he missed her hair all over the place. Jasmine is happy to know that he missed her. I wouldn't be happy. He didn't really... Yeah, he said he missed her, but he said he missed her hair. Is that a dig? He missed her hair all over the place. He missed her weave all over the place. But Jasmine is so smitten with Aries, it's pathetic. Next, they all sit down to dinner. And Clint is the one that cook, as always. Why is Clint the only one cooking? That's some crazy mess. I would not be the only one cooking for all these damn people. So they talk about what they have learned this weekend. Aries said to take it one day at a time. They all said basically the same thing. And then Gina says she has learned a lot and she is thankful for them. Nicole says she has benefit from the advice that everybody has given her. Jasmine says she has learned to be open and live in the moment. Kirsten said be present. Same thing. Live in the moment, be present. They seem saying the same thing. Shaquille said that every lesson has a blessing. Shaquille, shut up. They're all corny and boring, I tell you. So then Jasmine pulls out cards, the card game that she was playing with Aries on the way up to the retreat. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't have done that. That was disgusting. Cleared my throat like that. Sorry, sinuses. So Nicole's card asks, Chris, what do you like about me? What you like about me and the least? What you like about me and what's the least thing you like about me? Chris, and Chris says he does not like that she is so hard on herself, and he liked that she is a caring and compassionate person. That was a good answer. He did not hurt her feelings. That was a good answer. He should say what he doesn't like about her, such you keep hounding me about this damn apartment, this living situation after decision day. That's what he should have said. Nicole said she had to answer the exact same question. And the least was that she doesn't like about Chris. She says he puts himself above everyone. He puts everyone above himself. I don't see that. When does he do that? I haven't seen that, but whatever. What she liked about him is that he makes everyone feels comfortable, and he's genuine, and he is the loveliest man. Shaquille's question to Jasmine was, what's her favorite imperfection towards him? And Kirsten said listening. I guess he doesn't listen to her because she always complained that they don't communicate. So I guess she's saying he doesn't listen. Well, hell, you don't listen either, Kirsten. His was that Kirsten learned not to overthink things. She used to think before she answered a question, and now she just answers a question. Whatever. Aries' question was, what is the hardest thing for him right now? And Jasmine said the hardest thing for him... what? He looks for something to be wrong. Then he gets in his own way. That's what she said. And Aries agrees. And he said he could work on shifting his focus. Aries said the hardest thing for Jasmine was to speaking up more. Jasmine agrees with that. And Clint's question, what do I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear what the question says because my TV kept messing up. It says, when do I hurt you? I think that was the question. Gina says, when he talks to her on a level that she doesn't understand. I don't get that. But then Clint said that when she's on her phone all the time, that he don't like that, when she's always on her phone. Gina said she will work on it. After that, Kirsten and Shaquille had to leave because Shaquille had to go to work. And Shaquille is happy that he didn't have to drag Jasmine kicking and screaming to go with him. She willingly went with him. Next scene, the other couples put on bathing suits and they get into the hot tub or jacuzzi. Clint spread them all with champagne and Jasmine covered up her head because she did not want that champagne in her weave. I don't blame her. Then Clint asked the question, where's the craziest place you've ever had sex? And Clint said he's had sex in a lifeguard stand on the beach in Florida. That's a new one for me. I've heard of on the floor, on the dining room table, in a closet, in the bathroom on an airplane, but I've never heard a lifeguard stand. Clint is weird. Nicole asks, what part of Florida? He says Jacksonville. Then Chris asks, was it night or day? He said it was night. Then Nicole asks, was it a dolphin or a human? And he said, I think it was a human. You know what I think? I think all these couples bore the hell out of Clint, so he tries to liven it up a bit. That's what I think. Next scene, all the couples go to bed, and Chris brings up Nicole saying he liked to put other people first. He claims it's something he's done his whole entire life. To me, that's funny, because he did not put her first when it came to her and her dog. He put himself and his dogs first. So I haven't seen him putting other people before him. I haven't seen it yet. So Nicole is talking, and she's telling him that she will help him to put himself first. Whatever. Next morning, Clint and Gina are having coffee on the balcony, and they're talking about how good the retreat is. In his confessional, Clint said him and Gina has grown closer during the retreat, and he is encouraged to make their relationship work. And I can't tell if Clint is sincere or not. I kind of think he is. I kind of think he wants the relationship with Gina to work. But Gina don't want you, Clint. She don't want you. You're a ginger. You're a redhead. She don't want you. Next, we see Clint making breakfast. Then we see Chris and Nicole packing, and she brings up again the living situation after decision day. She tells him that she wants a plan before decision day. And Chris tells her that they have already decided that they will come up with a plan before decision day. And he looks annoyed. So then she wants them to go to breakfast in dinosaur costumes. And he definitely does not want to do it, but he does it anyway. And they look stupid, and nobody is impressed by their dinosaur costumes. Next, they sit down for breakfast, and Clint asks what do they need from their spouse come decision day. And I think this scene happened already. My daggone camera looks crooked. I think it looks a tad bit better. Okay, yeah, I think they had this scene already. But anyway, Eric said he needs Jasmine to continue to speak her mind and be the best version of herself. Jasmine said she wants him to keep creating a safe space for her to speak up and for them to grow in intimacy. That ain't gonna happen, Jasmine. He's not physically attracted to you, okay? In his confessional, Aries said he hoped to a spark will come before decision day. All this time, there's been no spark. Why do you think a spark is going to come in a few days? Shut up, Aries. Chris said he does not want Nicole to question things anymore. What he's trying to tell her, don't ask me about what we're going to do after decision day. Don't ask me that question no more. Then he said, no more dumb dinosaur outfits. He didn't say dumb, but I'm saying dumb. But then Nicole said she counteracted what he just said. I've been calling her a doormat this whole time. She ain't no doormat no more. Because she said she needs him to be him and allow her to be her. So if she wants to put on a dumb dinosaur outfit, then she's going to do it. That's exactly what she's saying. Then she said, working together to figure out post-decision date. He just said, don't mention that shit no more. And she's mentioning it right again. I thought she was a doormat. I guess she's coming out of her doormat shell. But you know what? I'm on Nicole's side. Because they must have given up their leases by now for their apartment. Because when they first moved into that apartment, they had 3 months. They both had 3 months on their lease. So they must have given up their apartment. That's why she's looking for an apartment that will accept 3 dogs. So I'm on her side. I want to know where I'm going to be living next month. Excuse me. I'm burping. But I had heard that if they decide to stay together, the show gives them an apartment after decision day. So the show needs to accommodate them. Look at this thing showing right here. Cover that up. Cover that up. So the show needs to accommodate them and their 3 dogs, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Gina and Clint. Gina said Clint should communicate and they can try to build a connection. And Clint said Gina should be open-minded and they should solve issues as a couple. Damn hair all over my face. So next they all pack up and go back home. And that was it. And I can't wait for decision day. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye!